What is going on YouTube? J-Kicks, I'm back with another video, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. I am doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers of a Gap t-shirt. So if you're interested in that, just do that favor for me. And of course, don't forget to give me a follow on IG. Now, if you're new to the channel, usually I'm at a specific spot out on the road or I'm at my apartment recording my video. But in this situation, I have to record in my car. It's something that just happened. I'm pretty sure that's the same reason that you guys are here, but we just got off the Yeezy Direct live for Yeezy Mafia, and there was a ton of information there. So I just really want to talk about it. It's really exciting. Again, Yeezy Mafia just did their live and they talk about the first and second quarter of the upcoming Yeezy releases for this year. So I feel like you should just take it with a grain of salt because things are subject to change. So let's just get straight into it. So the first release that we have for the month of March is going to be the Yeezy Basketball Quantum, which actually released today. And a lot of people were actually surprised that it released. You know, Influence Visions actually talked about it about a week ago. So a lot of people are just really surprised for some reason. And you know, you guys should just give that man a follow because that guy always has some great information. Most of the time he is never wrong, so just do yourselves a favor and follow him. So following the Basketball Quantums, we are going to be getting the Cloud Whites on March 6th. Finally, the Yeezy 450 is going to be releasing in the Cloud White colorway, the debut silhouette, and I'm honestly very excited for it. I can't remember the last time I was excited for a Yeezy silhouette, and I know the shoe looks a little bit crazy, but you know, it speaks to me. The shoe is crazy looking itself, and it's probably going to break a lot of necks, but you know, that's with the Yeezy brand. They're always doing something different, and I feel like that's really good. I always say that, and that's why I really like the Yeezy brand. But following the 450s, we are going to get the return of the 700 V2. Finally, the last time we had a 700 V2 was when the Hospital Blues release, if I'm not mistaken, all the way back in 2019. So it's finally great that we're getting it back. Now the question is, are we getting a reduced price point, or are they going to keep that same $300? So we're not sure as yet, but stay tuned, guys. So the 700 V2 cream is releasing on March 13. Keep that in your head because it's most likely going to be very hype and it resembles a lot of the static colorway. So a couple of days later, we're going to be getting the 380 COVELLITE. It's essentially the 380 Onyx that we had released last year in November, and it is a little bit dark toned, but it does have that touch of blue which really separates it from the Onyx colorway. And I feel like if you didn't cop the Onyx, this is a good follow-up to it, and you know, you could go ahead and try to get that one. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like they're starting to pick up the pace with the 380s. I feel like they're going to be doing really good this year, and I just feel like you guys should just stay tuned because I like what I'm seeing so far. The COVELLITEs are actually pretty nice, and what we had released earlier in this year with the Yekarites, which was region exclusive if I'm not mistaken, was actually a really dope shoe. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, but I feel like you guys should really start riding that 380 wave. I feel like the hype will finally reach the point that the Yeezy brand wanted to. So after the COVELLITEs, we're going to be getting the TEAL Yeezy Quantum, which is releasing on March 19th. And I really didn't know what to expect, honestly. I was expecting something a little bit blue or baby blue or something like that, but this completely changed my mind. I'm already sold on it. It just has a lot of black and gray vibes, and you know, when Yeezy brand releases something like that, for example like the Belugas, the OG Quantums, those colorways tend to do very well. But in this case, it is coming out in the Quantum silhouette like I mentioned, so I feel like it's not going to have a lot of hype to it. I don't know why the Yeezy Quantum died, honestly. I think it's a great shoe. I think it's a shoe that everybody should get. If you didn't get your hands on the OG Quantums, this is a great consolation prize. So don't sleep on it. If you really want this one, if you slept on the first release, this is the one to get. So remember, the TEAL Quantum is releasing on March 19th. So after the TEAL, we're gonna be getting the 350 V2 Ash Pearl, and this is from the same Ash pack that released a couple of days ago, and I feel like this is actually the best Ash colorway to release. And honestly, if you haven't copped any of the recent releases, this is the one to get. But if we're just talking about 350 V2s in general, it's pretty much dead, man. I feel like 350 V2s should just be put on the shelf and finally come out with the 350 V3. I don't know what's taking them so long, but like I've mentioned before, this is their money maker, so they're going to keep pushing it out. So there's really nothing that we can do about it. But if you're a 350 V2 enthusiast, this is definitely one to get. So the Ash Pearl 350 V2 is going to be releasing on March 20th. Now this is where it gets very exciting. On March 26th, we're going to be getting 2 new colorways of the Yeezy Foam Runners. We're going to be getting the Foam Runner in the sand colorway, and also the Foam Runner and the MXT Moon Gray colorway, and that one looks very exciting, honestly. Now, we really haven't had any Foam Runners since they last shock dropped last year in June, and that was a real shock drop. Like, nobody expected it whatsoever, and it just brought a lot of hype to it. A lot of people really didn't get the chance to cop it. I remember when the Ararats came out, my wife was using my phone. She was on a phone call or something like that, and you know, I was just watching TV. So now when I get my phone back, I go on Instagram, I see, oh, you know, shock drop, you know, Yeezy supply, go there right now. And by the time I try to get there, it was already sold out, and I was so sad because I really like the Foam Runners. I know a lot of people really hate on it because of the shape or whatever, but I just feel like it's really nice. It's something that I definitely want to have in my collection, and you really can't go wrong for $75. And if you really wanted it, if you look at the aftermarket right now, I know it's crazy, but there's really not much that we can do about that. So hopefully when these release on March 26th, the Foam Runner in the sand and MXT Moon Gray colorway, I hope that everybody has a chance to finally get it, because the Yeezy community has been dying for it. So March 26th, sand colorway and the MXT Moon Gray colorway. And to wrap up this month, we're going to be getting the 700 V3 Kyanite. Now, the Kyanite is kind of the Azareth in reverse. You know, it's mainly a white sneaker, but with blue stripes going through it. And I'm not really sold on it, honestly. Maybe because I already have my Azale colorway, but this shoe is a nice consolation prize. Again, if you missed out on the Azales, if you missed out on their Azareth, this is definitely one to get. And I feel like everyone should definitely have just any pair of 700 V3 in their collection, because it is just a great sneaker. It has that amazing futuristic look, and you just really can't go wrong with that. So on March 27th, we're getting the Yeezy 700 V3 Kyanite. All right, and for the second quarter, which should be around April, May, and June, this is what we should be expecting between those 3 months. For the first month, we should be getting the 700 V1 returning in the bright blue colorway. I'm pretty sure it's going to be back in that same 240 price point. And then following that, we should be getting the Yeezy Slide in the flame orange and pure colorway. Following that, we should be getting the Yeezy Quantum in the flash orange colorway. And also we have the 380 Alien Blues, which I'm really excited for. And then finally, we should be getting that 450 Dark Slate. Those in flame orange slides look really nice, man. I feel like the second quarter is going to be just as strong. So that pretty much wraps it up for the month of March. But tell me what you guys think. Remember, again, just take this with a grain of salt, because things are bound to change. We don't know if this is extremely accurate or not, but it looks like March is going to be packed with a lot of shoes. And if you haven't gotten any of the silhouettes that I mentioned today, you should really save your money and go ahead and get yourself a pair. Me personally, I'm excited for the Yeezy Foam Runners. I really want a pair in my collection, and especially how the weather is going to get even more better over here in New York. It's going to be that time of year to rock it. So leave your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think of this month. Tell me which one are you mostly excited for, and which one are you guys are going to try and cop. Leave the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. God bless you all, and until next time, guys, I'm out.